Hey guys, and welcome back to Riverhaven Collects. Today we are looking at kind of a special one for me. This is Hellspawn 2, released in 2004, part of the 30 years of McFarlane Toys. So this is a special one for me because when the original one released, which I think was in 2007, that was one of the first figures that I actually unboxed on this channel. So you can actually go back and check out that video if you want. I will say, being one of my earlier videos, I wasn't quite familiar or as confident in front of the camera as I am now, so maybe a bit of a struggle to watch. But anyway, I'll be showing clips of the original Hellspawn 2. It says here that the original figure was released in 2007, and I have tried to look it up, and on my video I said 2004, so I'm not exactly sure when it was, but somewhere within the 2000s. So this is based off of the artwork of Hellspawn from issue 5, so I'll put that up on screen as well. But really this figure is a complete carbon copy of the other one, so you know, them standing next to each other, they should look pretty similar, but yeah, obviously we'll test that later on. I picked this up for about 40, I think, so I got it on sale. Usually it's around 50, that is Australian. So I don't think it's too bad, but you know, what I have been saying with these figures is the old ones are just so much better, and these new ones, the price tag just keeps getting higher and higher. So I'm not too happy about that. But anyway, without further ado, let's get him out of his box and check him out. Alright guys, so we got Hellspawn 2 here. We got Spawn down the bottom, looks quite nice. I think the packaging for him actually looks reasonably good. In my opinion, we've got, it's probably hard to tell, and once we get him out of the box it'll be much easier to see, but we've actually got the artwork from the Hellspawn cover printed on the back. Very hard to see. Hellspawn down the side, which is quite nice, and then of course we've got this gold around the packaging. Of course we've got the 30 years of McFarlane Toys, so would be quite a treat if somebody puts out a video, not me, somebody else is going to have to do it, of just looking through the 30 years of all these figures. I think it would be quite interesting, something I would watch. We've also got the art card in the back, so that's very nice. I really appreciate the art cards. I will say he doesn't look a lot, like the colours don't look a lot like the one that I have. So I'm a bit disappointed with that, but I understand, you know, they don't want to do it exactly the same, right? And they probably can't do it exactly the same. So I am very interested to see what this figure is going to look like out of the box. On the back, not much to write home about on the back, and they've kind of been doing it with these new ones. I miss the old advertising, I really do, where they've got, you know, a ton of figures displayed on the back. But this does look nice, I suppose, so you get a very good idea of what he's going to look like. I love this artwork as well, this comic cover. I think I'm going to try and pick it up and just display it with the Hellspawn 2, because this is one of the first figures that I unboxed on my channel, and it just like absolutely blew me away. I think he is really, really good. So up here it says released in 2007, the original figure. I'm still a bit confused about that. Somebody let me know down in the comments. I spent a good amount of time trying to actually work it out. So I'm not 100% sure. It wasn't on the McFarlane Toys website like it should be. So it probably is correct though. I'm assuming this is probably correct, and that in my video when I said 2004 I was probably wrong. But anyway, that is pretty much the box. We've got, again, the artwork on the side, very nice. Let's check the bottom, nothing down there. And that's basically it. We've got just see-through parts on the other sides. So anyway, let's get him out of his box and check out this figure. Alright guys, so this is what he looks like first out of the packaging. I can already tell I really don't like this colour, and looking at through the packaging it looked a bit better, but now looking at it the way that it is now, I mean, look at that, that's kind of a mess, isn't it? We will get this art card off, it's just taped in there at the moment, but really don't like this cape. Something that I really loved about the original was the cape, and this is all like rubbery plastic, so yeah, not really liking it so far, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, let's get this art card off. So here it is here, and we've got the 30 years. I think this looks really, really good. We've got a bit of information about, you know, Hellspawn himself. So if you want to have a pause and have a read of that. But I do really like the gold shininess to this. I think that it is quite nice. I might even put it in a sleeve just to keep it safe. I think it looks really cool though. I'd really appreciate a stand for it, and I don't think a stand comes in this packaging. So yeah, it would be nice to get like a little stand like I did with the Art of Spawn series, so I could display it like next to him. But man, I love having this artwork. Alright, first up, the gun. Feels very hollow. I don't remember what the original felt like, but this one feels very hollow, very cheap. I imagine it would probably break if you were too rough with it. Yeah, I don't know. The details look really, really good on it though. You can see that everything is super crisp, and the wash is, you know, just the right amount, right? So everything looks very good, but it does feel very cheap. We've obviously had the ink kind of sit on these areas, so they don't look as good, but I think it's fine. Whoops, almost dropped him, but I think it's fine. I think it does look good, but it doesn't feel very good in my hands. We've got his little hood here, so again, I'm not too impressed with the way that they've kind of done this. But you guys let me know in the comments, do you think I'm going a bit too negative with this already? But yeah, so this is quite interesting. This is actually in a plastic wrap. I reckon they must have just started doing this recently. I can't remember. So I've unboxed a couple of the 30th anniversaries. I don't remember them coming in a wrap, but it's keeping it nice and crisp. So no scratches on that, which is something I did complain about with some of the other stands. But yeah, I think that looks quite crisp, and glad that it came in the plastic. And we've got Hellspawn himself, so we'll take a quick look at him and then get him together like we always do. So straight off the bat, I can already tell I'm quite disappointed with this. It doesn't look like the packaging. You have a look at this cape. This looks absolutely awful. In my opinion, I mean, yeah, obviously my opinion is subjective and biased, but yeah, I am very disappointed with how this cape has turned out. You have a look at this. Does that look the same? There's no way you can pose it like that. Yeah, so guys, I mean, you be the judge. Is the picture that we have here, is that this guy? Because I don't think it's this guy. I think, sorry about the glare on the packaging as well, but look at this cape. It is absolutely massive. We've got this massive cowl around his neck. That's not even the same cow. Does that look the same? So, that, like, this cow would be up here. It would be absolutely huge, and it's not as thick as that. To me, and I don't really like saying this, but it is. This is actually false advertising. This is the original figure that they've done a bit of colouring on, and then they put out this one. So yeah, again guys, I'm really sorry if I'm being negative. You know, I try not to be negative, but I also want to speak my mind, speak the truth. This is blatantly false advertising, because this is not the figure you get in here. If I saw this figure and thought I was getting this, and then I got this, I'd be mightily disappointed, which I am. So, man, that is absolute garbage. I already think that this one is not going to be staying in my collection, and you can tell this is not the same figure. While the sculpt and the arms and everything are the same, this head is completely different. So again, and it can't turn, the old one could turn, but you can tell those aren't the same. They're just not the same. And yeah, that is really disappointing, considering this is supposed to be the 30-year anniversary, and they're like re-releasing these old figures, and yeah. I mean, how do you guys think about it? Because I am mightily disappointed with this. Because I absolutely adore Hellspawn 2. So yeah, this is mightily disappointing. And McFarlane, like, what is this? Honestly, you can't be happy with this. You can't be happy with that. But anyway, guys, sorry about all the negativity, but I mean, I am really disappointed. So what I'm going to do is get him together. We'll do the showcase, of course. I'll put him up against his 2007 counterpart. And then, yeah, I'll give my final thoughts. Alright guys, you know I try and keep it like very happy and positive on this channel. So feel free to click off of this if you're not interested in hearing what I have to say about this, because I've got nothing good to say about this one. This is complete garbage in my opinion. You know, to have that advertising on the back where you've clearly got the original model, right? You've clearly got the original figure, and have this on the inside of the box thinking, you know, you're going to get what is on the back of that. Nah, that's just no good for me. That is complete false advertising when you consider what you get in the box, and this is absolute garbage. Considering this is the 30 years of McFarlane Toys, right? And they're like, oh, we're going back and making like these old figures that you know and love, and then we get this garbage. Like, it's just not on. McFarlane Toys should be ashamed of itself putting this out, because this is absolute garbage. And then putting a $54 price tag, I just checked. So $54 is how much this is selling for retail. That's without sales. I'm pretty sure I got it on sale on Amazon, but I still think I got robbed. Like, if I had seen this and someone told me they got it from Wish or Audi Express, I would go, oh yeah, I can see that, because that's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a bit harsh here, but this has got absolutely no love or care like the original stuff. The original stuff, they did things like, particularly with the original Hellspawn, his cape curves around and there's a crumple right at the back of his ankle, and I absolutely loved that detail, that the cape goes all the way around, comes back to his ankle and just sits on the edge of his ankle. Like, what a lovely little detail. And this absolutely has none of the love or care of that. I don't know what they've done to the face, but it looks absolutely horrible. This is probably the original sculpt, right? But yeah, the paint is just all over the place, really caked on in some parts. And yeah, I think the gun actually looks pretty crisp. There's not a lot of detail on it, but honestly, guys, this is the one figure I'd recommend not picking up. This is absolute garbage. I'm not going to be keeping this one. I don't think I could even sell this one. Like, just looking at it, maybe I get $10 for it or something, but yeah, this is absolutely horrendous. Anyway, I think that's all I've got to say about that. We've got one more figure from the, I believe it's from the 30th anniversary, that being the Commando Spawn, so I'll put that up on screen for you. So we'll be unboxing that next week. I'm hoping that is going to be a lot better, because I really like those cartoony ones, and I don't think you can really stuff it up as much as they stuffed up this one, so I am hopeful. But yeah, the only good thing about this figure is the art card, honestly, and I wouldn't recommend picking it up just for the art card. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours down below. Maybe I just got a bad figure, I don't know. But let me know if you've picked it up and what you think of it. But yeah, obviously you know my thoughts on it now. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you next week for Commando Spawn. Bye guys.